Hello, I'm Matt Daniels and I recently completed my second year work experience module. Originally, I decided to try and gain some experience with a graphic novel publishing company around the West Midlands, but the very few companies that do exist don't take on work experience students as they have nothing for them to do. Luckily for me, a colleague of mine suggested that I asked at the Herbert Museum in Coventry, as they have a media department. I was sceptical at first, as I thought it would focus only on the museum, but I was wrong. The Herbert Media is a self-contained company that work out of the museum, but don't really have much to do with the galleries. They are involved in many different projects, including filming shorts and promotional videos, running sound recording and editing studios, teaching primary and secondary students media skills, such as how to use a camera and sound equipment, and also editing programs. They are also involved in the filming of the Godiva Festival each year. When I first started working at the Herbert, the museum was in the middle of a massive campaign to try and win the Arts Fund prize. They'd just been shortlisted from the original list of 11 and were in 4th place. I was sent out with the advertising team to the middle of Coventry to try and get people to vote for the museum. I have a real problem with stopping people in the middle of the street to ask them for something, so my first day was rather nerve-wracking. After that, I inputted a lot of votes into a website for several days in a row, which was not fun. However, it was rather rewarding to do something that would affect the outcome of the museum. I was then given the task to go around the galleries and take photographs of the interactive exhibitions. I then spent a few days on Photoshop, altering them to make them more website friendly, as the Herbert's website was and still is being updated. My next task was the biggest thing I had to do, and took me about 9 days to complete it all. I had to sort and catalogue the entire collection of tapes the Herbert Media had collected over the years. I made a spreadsheet that contained all the data needed to sort through the system I created. By the end of it, I catalogued 572 tapes, spanning the following formats: Mini-DV, Betamax, DVC Pro, VHS, and several others. This job was unbelievably monotonous and soul-crushing, but I am very happy with what I accomplished. Following that, I helped to sort out a cluttered stockroom, did some more photoshopping, and finally spent several hours researching the ins and outs of WordPress to discover if it was possible to create a text-based mystery game. Overall, my experience of working at the Herbert was quite an enjoyable one. I managed to improve my photoshopping and still photography skills. I was reacquainted with Excel, and I gained a basic knowledge of Final Cut Pro, a program I've never used before. My oral skills were improved through talking to the Herbert staff and to the general public while I collected those votes for the Arts Fund prize. My organisational skills were also improved by those 9 days of sorting and cataloguing the massive amount of tapes the Herbert had collected over the years. Even though my 20 days of experience have come to an end, I have been invited to continue my work on the library of tapes by starting to digitise them into hard drives. I have of course accepted and will be continuing my work after the summer holiday. My name is Matt Daniels, and thank you for watching my presentation.